All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Madeline, why don't you tell the people what's going on here?
It's a surprise.
Okay, it's a surprise. You guys can't know, I guess. So
No.
we're just gonna have to watch and find out.
But there will be a part 3 coming soon.
Yeah.
And that's the fun one, the really fun one, because I'll be driving.
Yeah.
I'll be driving my car.
Yep. All right. All right, party people and Volkswagen enthusiasts. We are back, finally back, working on my 68 Volkswagen double cab. This is part 2 in the series on me getting this thing back on the road. If you're new to the channel, go check out the first part. It's a lot of fun. I pulled the old engine out and redid pretty much the whole wiring harness on the whole bus. So that was a pretty good time. And here I am pulling the new engine off of the bed to get it ready to put in. This engine is out of like a 78 bus, I think. So it's got the L-Jet electronic fuel injection. So that's kind of a job getting all that stuff to work. But yeah, we will see what we can't make happen in this thing. And there we go, putting the engine back in. I know it's probably a little disappointing. I didn't get to this in the last video, but here we are. You'll notice I had to pull off some of the engine sheet metal. Didn't really work for the engine bay on this older bus here, but that's alright because I don't plan on using the stock Volkswagen heat anyways. But yeah, it's just so easy to put these things in and take them out. I just really appreciate the simplicity of working on this stuff. And so I got the engine in, and quickly found out that the engine wouldn't turn over. And I remembered that the clutch is probably different on this engine here I'm pulling out. The clutch is probably a different size from that bus as opposed to the clutch that was in here meant for this transmission. So here I am taking them apart. We're going to throw them on the bench and compare them and figure out what went wrong. And at this point I should be real good at pulling these engines and putting them back in. So, all right, everybody, this is exhibits A, B, C, and D as to why my Sunday afternoon has been ruined. So for starters, we got the starters here. You'll notice a little bit of difference between the two. This is the starter for this clutch off of the engine that was in this vehicle. This is the starter for this clutch, which is off of the engine that I purchased for this vehicle. You'll notice a different looking Bendix, and then there's a different gear there, and obviously this shaft is a whole lot longer. So that threw me off. This starter would not go in, and then I quickly realized they were different. So I put the original one in, and realized the engine wouldn't turn over. It just kind of made a grinding noise. So that led me to further investigation, where I then tried to turn the engine over by hand, and it would not turn over at all. So that was a bit concerning. So I loosened all the belt housing bolts and put a wrench on the crank, and then it would turn over. So that tells me that it was binding up in the pressure plate, clutch, flywheel area. So, at a quick glance, these look pretty similar, but you will notice a different ring gear on the flywheel, and a little bit different looking flywheel. And let's see here, right off the bat, I can show you this is about an 8-inch pressure plate, and this is about 8 3/4, almost 9 really. So that's the first red flag. Let me open these up. You will see, might be hard to tell on camera, but pretty wildly different sizes. So let me take this clutch, little baby clutch. Is very oily, which is always a good thing. Mates up perfectly with that. And look on the other pressure plate, and there's a pretty good gap all around. So that's the issue there. Is they're different. It's a whole different assembly. Clutch, pressure plate, flywheel, the whole enchilada, if you will. So we're gonna swap them. I'm gonna hope this is good. It felt pretty good the 2 times I drove this bus, but I'm not real thrilled that it's covered in oil. But I don't really want to buy a new one, and I really want to get this thing running soon. So we're gonna reuse it and see what happens. So that's the latest deal here, I guess. And you can watch me put it back together.
So here we go, putting the engine back in for the second time. Really not too bad. I think I did it in about half the time the second go around. Probably took me 15-20 minutes. It's pretty dang simple with these things. You got 4 bell housing bolts and about 4 bolts on the cross member. So not too bad. Just always frustrating to have to do anything twice, but such is life. And when life gives you a clutch that's too big, you swap it out for a smaller one. And that's what we did, and it should work out pretty good. So, here we go. Engine is bolted in, hopefully for the last time. Now, another big job I got is figuring out all of these vacuum lines and all kinds of craziness in there. So here's me looking at those and just wondering how much Tylenol I got to take to understand those diagrams. And got a little distracted and decided I just had to pull these stickers off the door. So if you're a fan of Butora Nomad climbing shoes, you better look away. No disrespect, just didn't want your sticker on there. So there it goes. There's also some stickers on the back, some flags and things, so if you're German or American or whatever this other flag is, sorry.
So I'm just down to the fuel lines, and in the bottom of the tank are two bungs here. One was just a cap for a drain, and the other was the old pickup line here. So I'm going to keep this one as the pickup, and this cap, I'm going to drill a hole in it, and I've got a tap here, and I'm going to tap in a little threaded fitting there, and this is going to become my return line. So I've got my pickup and my return, and I'll run the fuel line accordingly to that. So let's do that real quick.
So to any machinists out there, I suggest you look away now. I don't have a 11/32 drill bit, nor do I have a reamer. So I'm just tapping this thing, drilling it with whatever size drill bit was closest, and tapping it out. And I think it should work just fine. Using my grandfather's snap-on tap and die set that he's probably had since the 60s. It's the same one he taught me to use a tap and die set when I was 12 years old while working on a old sprayer tractor kind of deal. And still works just fine, and should be plenty good for this application.
All right, machinists, you should be safe to look now. I've completed the fitting. I opted for the straight fitting instead of the 90, and we'll see if it leaks. Here's a look underneath the bus. You can see we got a fuel line there, and that's our pickup. Well, no, there we go. That's a pickup line going into a square fuel filter that is 6 years old into the fuel pump, which I made my custom bracket for.
This is what I got for my fancy mount here. I just got those hose clamps there, and you'll see I got this piece of floor mat. I cut some strips out of it. You wrap those in the hose clamps and stick a self-tapping screw through the clamp into the frame rail, and it makes a really sweet, really quiet mount for these pumps.
And that's our return going into the tank here. I know the return probably shouldn't go into the bottom of the tank. It may aerate the fuel, and that may cause a problem, but we are going to find out. It's a pretty low pressure system, so. But anyways, you know, there's a million ways to do this. This is not the greatest, but there were the 2 bungs in the bottom, so that's what I'm doing. And this isn't even the right fuel tank for this bus. You can see it's a pretty crude hole somebody's cut, and there's actually a rust patch. If you can see, this is all different piece of metal. Anyways, so this could all get changed someday for the proper fuel tank. But yeah, just to give you guys a look at how rusty this thing really is. I mean, there's entire crust members that are gone. It's pretty bad, so I am not too worried about the quality of work here. That. Some of these welds are pretty sweet. See if I can find some that show up on camera. Oh well. Alright, so all the wiring is hooked up except my oil pressure sensor here. There's, I don't know if you can see it, there's an oil cooler up there with some lines, and it has a temperature actuated valve to an oil temperature thing way down there. There's a relay to kick it on and a pressure switch and all that. I'm not worried about that yet because there's a built-in oil cooler in here, so if it runs I'm going to wire all that up. But anyways, the ignition should be wired up. The double relay is wired up. The computer, the old Commodore 64 in there, it's just sitting there. I need to build a mount for it, and I need to put in the mount for the air filter and air fuel meter thing, but that'll all come later. And I've got all the vacuum and EGR and charcoal canister, all that stuff hooked up, and the exhaust is hooked up, and the fuel lines are just hooked up. So now we are actually going to try and start this thing. So we'll give it a shot here. I'm going to be genuinely shocked if this thing starts up. We'll see. I don't think it sounds like it's getting any fuel. No way. It wants to run. Right. I'm gonna hotwire the fuel pump and see if that does the trick. There's the fuel pump. Well, no luck yet. So I'm gonna do some diagnosis, see what I can find. All right, YouTube, it is several weeks later, and I have arrived at the conclusion that I am an electrical genius, and I have it all figured out now. I spent a while trying to figure it out and determined that the injectors were not firing. This thing has what's called a cold start valve, which is basically another fuel injector on the top of the engine in the intake, and when it's cold it gives it a little spritz of fuel, just like pumping the gas pedal in a vehicle with a carburetor and an accelerator pump would do. And so what was happening in all those clips you saw before, I turned the key and it would run for just a split second, and that's because that cold start valve is priming and it would fire on that, but it wasn't actually firing the injectors. And so I had to figure out why the injectors weren't firing. I have spent a lot of time with wiring diagrams, more time than I would like to spend, and I think I got it figured out. I found one wire that is supposed to have 12 volt power that's keyed with the ignition, and it didn't. So I hot wired it straight to the coil, turned the key, and I'll just show you. that simple. So now I can give you a current update on the state of the van, if you will. I got the apron bolted back on, much cleaner looking with that on there. The oil pressure sensor is wired up, along with the temperature sensor way down in there. I got a bracket put on here for the air filter. I think I've got some clips of that I might put in there. I guess it's kind of dark in here. I don't know if you can see, but all the wiring is done and tidied up. And yeah, I got the oil cooler installed under there with the fan, which has a thermally activated switch. So that oil cooler fan should come on once oil temperature reaches, I want to say 180 degrees, I think it is. So that's all squared away. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just bought new tires. I ordered new tires online. Those should be here soon. So basically, we're gonna do wheels and tires, and I gotta wire the dashboard back in, and wire a few more things inside. I gotta bleed all the brakes and make sure the brakes are gonna work, and then this thing will be ready to drive, and we'll be taking out a test drive. So should be pretty sweet. So I'm back on the wiring. I've just picked up this real ugly, generic, hokey turn signal switch. It's some made in China kind of thing. It's called the Everlasting Commutador turn and stop signal lever. Got an extra I in there, so really hopeful for the quality on this unit here. But yeah, I'm gonna get that wired up, and then I'll be working on the dashboard. So, yeah. Hello, this is my niece, Madeline, and she's going to be assisting me in bleeding the brakes, and hopefully we're gonna get this thing driving.
We're gonna do it.
Yep. I'm gonna start with the furthest one first. Yep, because we gotta work the bubbles out from the farthest away and work our way in. Yeah, so I'll be over there first, and we'll do that. So let's check it out. You got it. You can do it. Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a pretty cool tire, huh?
Stay.
Yep. So we just got the tires. So once we get the brakes going, we'll be driving. What do you think?
You forgot to mention I'll be ready.
She'll be driving.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. My bad. Okay, can you go down? Okay, go back up. And up. Down. Okay, go ahead and go down. Okay, and go back up. And go down. Back up. And pump it and hold it down. And back up. And pump it and hold it down again.
So we were doing the bleeding brake, that thing.
Yep.
And Joe, yes, him,
Yep.
he broke something over here on that wheel over there. There's supposed to be something over here. It's I think it's that one. Right there.
Yep. That
And
one.
he broke the top piece.
Yep.
So we're gonna have to do that a different day.
Yep. So.
Put on that wheel.
Yeah. So I'm gonna order a new bleeder valves all around, and I'm gonna get 2 new wheel cylinders for the back 2 wheels, and we'll be back to bleed the brakes. So another day.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. 3 thumbs up.
Well, I can't do my that. That's not fair. That's like not fair.
Here, and then you can show them what else I did, Madeline.
Okay.
If you want to hop in there.
So, can you hold that real quick?
Yep.
All right, I can pick it back.
Okay.
All right. So, Joe finished this here, as you've seen in another video.
Yep.
His partner, soulmates for life, and then
And then you can.
this is the
here,
steering wheel.
I'll turn the key on for you. So flip this lever. one way. And let me take this for
The
a second.
mysterious ticking noise.
Yep. So we've got a turn signal. And then, Madeline, go ahead and flip the lever the other way. Up. Yep. Yep. Yep, those are left and right turn signals. And there's supposed to be a light that flashes here, an indicator light, but I think I used the wrong flasher.
Yeah, I think you did too.
Yeah, so I got to get a new flasher to make those work.
Like when it reminded me when it like started ticking. I watched something on like forget what it was on.
Yeah.
It's like the Harry Potters. And they're like, oh, the mysterious ticking noise.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
And then it's a pipe.
A
like,
pipe?
bomb.
Oh jeez.
And everybody dies. And
Oh,
then
no.
It's like because they're all like singing their names, and then at the end it's just like Voldemort is using his horns. He's going Voldemort.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. Hopefully it's not that kind of ticking.
Oh, hopefully.
Here, you can take this back. Okay, pull this lever, or pull this button. That's another mysterious button. And you see now there's lights on the gauges. You can kind of see, see how they kind of gets a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, you can more see it in here.
yeah, so I wired that up.
See a difference? Yeah, yeah. No!
And then when you turn on the high beams,
There's a high beam.
there's a high beam button.
Look, there's a special button. Oh, it's off. It's on. It's off. It's off.
And even look at this, the lights, they can dim. Pretty fancy, huh? So I did all that. I
Yep.
gotta get out a flasher still.
Flasher.
We can show them this.
And it's take-apart-able for right
That's
now.
That's all the wiring back there. If you can show them. Flasher is still loose.
Flasher?
That's loose because I might want to switch to a different kind of flasher.
Oh, no, I don't. It'd be real bummer if it just
Yeah.
like, fell.
That would be fun.
That's what I always think when you're like on a mountain
Yeah.
and you're like taking
I
pictures.
hope it doesn't fall off the mountain.
Oh, yeah. So pretend like you didn't see that, because, yeah, just.
Yeah.
Is that it's there?
All right. So should this be, should we end the video right here? Or should we wait a few days and get these parts and make it drive? And end the video with this thing driving.
Maybe we'll make a part 2, part 1.
Okay, because this is the part 2 already.
Oh, then we'll make a part 3.
Part 3, okay, well,
Part 3 is where we drive.
yep, well you heard it here first, folks. Madeline has decided it's gonna be part 3. This is gonna be it for you guys. So I'm gonna order some
Come
parts.
back another time.
Yep, she'll come back and she'll be here in the next video
Yes.
and we'll be driving it. So, yeah, anything you want to say to the people? Okay, well,
What's that?
the people, yeah. Okay, well, we'll see you guys in the next one.
While we're driving,
Yep,
we'll be driving.
Yep.
I'll be here.
she'll be driving.
I'll be driving.
Yep, she's gonna take us out to dinner in it.
It's gonna feel right.
Yep,
What one's the go button?
that one.
This one?
Yep,
And what's this one?
that is the clutch. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but I'll explain it when we're driving.